Are you tired of the jack of all trades but master of none tag? Is your report card filled with the feedback, has a lot of potential and can do better? Do you listen to
मेरे जैसा कोई कहा 10 on 10
and think, hey, I'm not a 10 on 10. At best, I'm a 7 on 10. क्या आपकी टूथपेस्ट में नमक है? Then this video is for you. Was that a lame intro? I need a clapboard. There's clap but no board. I'm bored. Probably you are bored. Anyway, hi. In case you don't know me, which is probably the case, I'm Pratya. And you are watching The Neelam Show. Just kidding. This is the first episode of the Pratya Monologues, and today I'll be talking about something that I have felt throughout my life. The feeling of being average, mediocre, being stuck in the middle, being neither too great nor too terrible, being just fine or okay. And people and movies and success stories tell you that there's nothing special about being just okay. And I think it's really important to talk about this right now because, well, actually there's no right time to talk about this because self doubt तो कभी भी हो सकता है ना, exams के time पे, results के time पे, or when you're looking for jobs also.
गुमशुदा हो गुमशुदा
Sad reacts only. Now, I'm no motivational speaker. I'm not here to give you guys any gyan. I'm just a girl standing in front of you guys and asking you to watch this video and subscribe because it might help you.
One eternity later.
So let's get started. Well, first of all, if you feel you are just another average human being, then that's absolutely a-okay. Because 99% of the population, well, approximately, is neither a rancho nor a Nishanavasti. So your growth curve is not going to be as steep as the COVID curve of India. Yours is probably more like a straight line with a few ups and downs. And everybody has a different growth curve. What's more important is to celebrate small wins. Because every increased mark, every step, every growth counts. And growing is important. So if you feel you aren't good enough, well then you're no different than anyone else. Because spoiler alert, everybody sucks at most things. And anyone can be good at something they really want to do. The more important thing here is to find something that makes you happy. Something for which you wouldn't mind sacrificing your sleep. Something where you don't care where you stand at as compared to others. Something that brings you peace but also gets you tensed, but in a good way. So you need to find that something and work for it and do it consistently. Because if you aren't consistent enough, then you probably don't care about it. That something of yours needs to be something you keep going back to. Like your clingy self to your ex. Because you love him or her so much. Little bit oversharing happened, but anyway. It's normal to be envious of successful people. And people who are at the top of the curve do put in a shitload of hard work, dedication, make sacrifices, etc. Or sometimes they just have the right resources. Does that mean we don't put in a lot of hard work? Of course we do. I mean, not always. But a lot of times I do put in a lot of effort for things that I love. And sometimes even for things that I don't. Like mathematics. I took 3 tuitions in 12th standard just for this subject. Yeah. But not always does my hard work pay off in the way I had hoped for or I wanted it to. Sometimes it's me. But sometimes it's the people sitting on the other side of the panel. Sometimes it's the situation. Sometimes it's the competition. And stuff like that. So in those cases, I tell myself that today was not my day. And I did everything I could, so it's not on me, right? Right? The thing to remember here is
इंसान का कर्तव्य होता है कोशिश करना, कामयाबी नाकामयाबी सब उसके हाथ में.
And that hard work does not always guarantee success, but it always pays off. If you learned something by the end of whatever you were doing, then it did pay off. And the satisfaction in knowing that you are better at something than you were, is all you need. The problem with us is that we tend to measure everything in terms of quantity. Thus, whether you think you're great or not depends on your chosen parameters of what being successful is. And honestly, pursuing exceptionalism has been glorified so much. The whole everything is possible is a myth. Everything is not possible. Rather, anything is possible. And that is the truth we need to accept. Because sometimes, despite putting in your 100%, you don't always get you had hoped for. And there's always a 50-50% chance of things working out or not. Basically, what I mean is 50-50 is better than Parle G. Because G should not be for genius, G should be for growth. No, but what I mean is don't pursue mediocrity or exceptionalism. Pursue whatever makes you happy. But if you do find yourself at either ends of the growth curve, then I read something that might be helpful. If you find yourself playing the exceptionalism game, then be it. But think of it as a recurring sign, a marker in an ongoing journey of self-improvement. You pass it, it gets further away. You pass it, it gets further away. And if you feel you are the dumbest person in the room, then you are in the right room. Stay. Embrace mediocrity till mediocrity is no longer there. Find something new and you will be the dumbest person there, and then on day X you will be better at it, and then you find something new again, and basically what I am saying is the end is the beginning and the beginning is the end. The journey never stops. Another big reason for pursuing exceptionalism is
I always thought I would be a hero. I always thought I'd have a grand story to tell.
the desperate need to be someone great. And this gets really difficult in today's day and age because population and your chances of getting great at something is inversely proportional. I guess 3 math tuitions weren't a complete waste of money. And even though there are more career options today, there are just too many people. I guess Thanos was right. I also read this somewhere that people would prefer to be unique in a bad way than be normal in a good way. And something similar to this is what my dad used to tell me, that it's better to be at the end or top of class than be in the middle. Because you either get sympathy or special attention or you get appreciation. But you get nothing for being in the middle. Also, when you have these set standards of what being great or successful is, then you are constantly comparing yourself with someone you are not. And that is the worst thing that you can do to yourself. Just try being okay with your being okay at things you're okay at. But don't be lazy. And finally, do you know what you do get for being in the middle? I'll tell you. Less pressure and the ability to enjoy the process of doing things. Less hopelessness and the joy of knowing that you are not entirely shitty. Less pain, as falling or rising a few steps up and down doesn't hurt as much. And more to explore. You do not have to put all your energy in just one thing. That's too much commitment. Being average at a lot of things is like being in an open relationship with a lot of things. Wow, what an analogy. In conclusion, get okay with your averageness. And if you're not, then do something about it. I don't know, this video is pointless. Well, I hope it's not. Anyway, thank you so much for taking out the time and watching this extremely long monologue. Let me know in the comment section if this was helpful or not. And my next video will be put up on Wednesday. Until then, Shubhratri, Shubhratri, Shubhratri. I used to watch a lot of K3G. KBC. But I also used to watch a lot of K3G. I mean, I still do. Yeah. Anyway, bye. Oh shit. Why are my expressions so extreme? And my phone just gave a very weird notification. Bless you.